Today we once again journey through the alternating shadows and sunlight of history's most fascinating stories. This report dives into the world of the Knights Templar, a brotherhood whose name conjures images of crusading knights, secret rituals, lost treasures, and a legacy that refuses to fade even after 7 centuries. Cast your imagination back to the early 12th century. The dust of the First Crusade still hangs over Jerusalem, and Christian pilgrims are streaming into the Holy Land, drawn by faith but threatened by danger at every turn. Out of this chaos, a small band of knights emerges, humble in number, but destined to become one of the most powerful and mysterious organisations of the medieval world. The story begins around 1118 or 1119, with a French nobleman named Hugh of Paynes and a handful of fellow knights. Their mission was simple yet profound: to protect Christian pilgrims, making the perilous journey to Jerusalem. At a time when the Crusader states were fragile footholds in a hostile land, these knights offered not just swords, but a sense of security. King Baldwin II of Jerusalem, recognizing their value, granted them quarters on the city's most sacred ground, the Temple Mount, believed to be the site of Solomon's temple. This symbolic home gave them their name, the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon, or simply the Knights Templar. But it wasn't just a name, it was a myth in the making. With papal recognition in 1129, the Templars became a unique force: monks who fought, warriors who prayed. They took vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, donning the now iconic white mantle emblazoned with a red cross. Unlike other monastic orders, the Templars were permitted, indeed expected, to take up arms. And in the crucible of the Crusades, they forged a reputation for discipline, courage, and ferocity in battle. Now, here's where the story takes a twist. Despite their vows of poverty, the Templars became staggeringly wealthy. European nobles, inspired by faith or perhaps by politics, showered them with gifts: land, castles, gold. Their network of commanderies stretched from the windswept coasts of Portugal to the bustling markets of the Levant. But the Templars weren't just warriors, they were innovators. They pioneered early banking systems, safeguarding the fortunes of kings and merchants, and even allowing pilgrims to deposit money in Europe and withdraw it in Jerusalem. In many ways, they became Europe's first multinational corporation. Their architectural legacy endures, round churches echoing the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, mighty fortresses like Tomar in Portugal and the Temple Church in London. Even today, districts named Temple in cities across Europe are silent witnesses to their medieval presence. And with power came legend. The Templars' secretive rituals, their sudden rise, and their dramatic downfall fueled centuries of speculation. Were they guardians of the Holy Grail, keepers of lost treasures? The truth is often stranger and more elusive than fiction. But every legend has its shadow. By the late 13th century, the Templars' original mission was slipping into irrelevance. The Holy Land was lost, and their independence and immense wealth had made them powerful enemies. Enter King Philip IV of France. Deeply in debt to the Templars and eager to seize their riches, Philip orchestrated a stunning coup. On Friday, October 13th, 1307, a date that would echo through history and become immortalized in the term Black Friday, Templars across France were arrested on charges of heresy, blasphemy, and other fabricated crimes. Torture wrung confessions from many, and the order's fate was sealed. Under pressure from Philip, Pope Clement V officially dissolved the Templars in 1312. The last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burned at the stake in Paris 2 years later, his death marking the end of the order, but the beginning of its legend. So what remains of the Knights Templar today? More than you might think. Their castles and churches still stand, silent sentinels of a vanished age. In London, the Inner and Middle Temple are at the heart of Britain's legal world, a direct inheritance from the Templars' medieval estates. Their model of the warrior monk inspired later orders, from the Knights Hospitaller to the Teutonic Knights. Their innovations in finance laid the groundwork for modern banking, and their symbols, the Red Cross, the White Mantle, have become icons of courage, sacrifice, and mystery. And then there are the myths. From Dan Brown's novels to secret societies claiming Templar descent, their story is endlessly retold, reshaped, and reimagined. Fact and fiction blur, but the fascination endures. As Bernard of Clairvaux, the 12th century abbot and Templar champion, once wrote, "A Knight Templar is truly a fearless knight and secure on every side, for his soul is protected by the armour of faith, just as his body is protected by armour of steel. He is thus doubly armed, and need fear neither demons nor men." The Knights Templar remain a testament to the heights and perils of chivalric faith entwined with worldly power. Their memory lingers as enduring and enigmatic as the stones of their ancient fortresses, standing watch over the centuries.